Good morning, everybody. And I'm in a hole. Partly because I was just AFK, or sitting here, watching Bones. And I'm right in the middle of one of my pathways. Literally, right in the center. So, since the last episodes, the King of the Ladder and since the last three episodes went together, I've been kind of trying to put them out all at one time, or was trying to put them out at one time. At the time of recording this, I still had one to render, and I'll have to get that. That probably actually won't. That'll probably have been a couple days since the previous Shenanigans episode. Recording this right after work, a couple hours after work actually. It is now 7:50 a.m. and fittingly, it's night out here. It's dark out in Minecraft, which probably won't be like that for much longer. As you may notice, I'm also don't have my coordinates up there. I thought of that because I always tend to play with them open. I don't know why. I just do. And you may notice I'm kind of trying not to show something because that is what is going to be shown later. But since last episode, I've done a little bit of work. I got my reeds all the way around my lake there, but I figured I want to put it somewhere like right into my garden hill. So what I did is I came down here and I got my reed farm. This is kind of watching Generic B and all them and how he had it set up with the L, so over 2, which provides a really good yield as to how many we get. It took me about 2 stacks of reeds to get this. As you can see, I kind of ran out of lily pads once I got over here, so I had to use half slabs. I figured next best thing. Yeah, kind of bob up and down a little bit, but at least... Oh, I missed one. At least you don't fall in the water hole and have to go in after the reeds. So I got 2.5 stacks from this, which is actually just about as much as I would make or get off of my lake. So essentially I put that into here. So it's quite efficient. I may look into... Oh, I got more. Holy crap. 3.5 stacks. And of course I got my potato and wheat up here. So that hasn't really changed. I got my enchanting and my brewing. I think I showed that in the last episode. I can't remember. But what I have started to do is that. And there's a Zonbert. I need to make a pathway down this way, I think. So there's multiple ways to get into this hill. The more and farther I go down, I think I may add another. I think my cow farm in general will be down here. Whoosh, I gotta start breeding again. I got my nether quartz, so I did a little bit of harvesting before I came up. So, what I've gotten so far, it's quite a hole. It's quite a hole. And I have not died yet, actually. Taking all of everything that I mine out of that, and I'm gonna make a wall of chests here because I'm gonna actually use all the cobble that I pull out of this, and maybe over that way, I think, or maybe that way, right in the middle here, I'm gonna make myself a mob farm using Etho's design that he's put a video out on. I'm gonna attempt. I think there's gonna be quite a bit more needed, but I'm planning on taking this all the way down to bedrock. So I'm gonna make maybe rooms off of the edges here, or it's just gonna be just a hole, just a design, add leaves and vines and all of that, kind of go with the wood theme of my main build. But this has been what this is one of my caves that I had dug earlier when I was initially caving underneath. But this has been one of my projects for the last couple days. I've been kind of splitting my time. Doing the dragon fight kind of took a little while out of it as well. But overall, I've just been kind of wanting a menial task. I've done a lot for building and on the server in general with the plots and farms and so on and so forth. So I figured I should start building something for myself. So, and I wanted to have something very large scale that I could do. And I got Unbreaking 3 Efficiency 4 pick, along with a Efficiency 4 Unbreaking 3 and Silk Touch. I'm going to try to hold off on the Silk Touch one for as long as I can, because I think I want cobble for the mob farm. I know it's not going to be anything special, but what I'm thinking about what may actually be cool, now that I'm thinking about it, is I have the mountain that's on this side that maybe, since I'm having this hollowed out, I'll turn this all the way up through the mountain into the mob farm and have them fall down to the bottom or something of that sort. I know that you have to be more than 24 blocks away, so either way it'd be 25 blocks above the ground. I don't know. Maybe I'll record once I finally decide on how I want to go about doing that. But I like to say but. Yeah, kind of what I wanted to do in this episode, and not do a tour episode where I show work that I've done off camera, is I wanted to do essentially this just so I could talk. It's on my day off, so I'm in no hurry to go to bed. I wanted to, since I like, as I've said in my music rant episode, I like music, not so much playing instruments or anything, but listening to the different styles, what the and just studying about it in general. So I was kind of reading my senior thesis again, and it just makes you think on how different music is from like the 60s. And I know I've said it, but I do listen to that music, the oldies, as people would call them. A lot of them are some of my favorite songs. But music tastes change, different styles. But I lost train of thought. So I'm going on vacation here in a couple weeks. It's my girlfriend's 21st birthday, so I'm going to go down to a bigger city, and go to the Mall of America. I work in Minnesota now, live in Wisconsin, of the United States. One of the Team USA, I guess you can say, on the server. So I know Grain and a bunch of the others are from Europe, Canada, but that's not so much of a issue or anything on this server. Although I am planning on doing a prank at some point here. I just gotta figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. And for sure I'm going to record as I'm doing it. Unlike the last prank that I pulled was on F. Valentine, Frank, and that was essentially filling his base with iron golems. And sadly, at that time I had just gotten my computer I'm playing on right now, which is an HP Envy M6, if anybody wants to look up. It's a laptop. I guess you can say it's a gaming laptop. It's a AMD 10 series processor, with as of right now, I think it has, I want to say 6 gigs of the higher speed RAM for laptops, and eventually I'm gonna update that to hopefully the full 16, so I can allocate more memory to these games I run and for recording. But I'm really loving this computer. I know a lot of people say laptops suck for gaming and all of that. This laptop actually I'm running when I'm not recording. Ooh. When I'm not recording, I'm running generally at, what the heck? Running at, I'll get down to there eventually, but like 150 FPS consistently. So it's actually running just as well as a desktop computer would run, plus it's mobile. So in my opinion, that is tenfold better for me. So I'm able to play and use this at work, or at my work. Can't really, I almost fell on that. Can't really bring a desktop to work. I could, but that would be a hassle, especially because I'd be planning on building my own PC. Eventually, once I get a place of my own, I'm gonna do it. Oh, but I'm gonna go all the way down there. Right now, I'm on Y37, so I had another 13 to go before I hit the first little dirt path area there. I'm just getting there, but I'm gonna hack away at this for a little while longer. Then I will come back with you guys, and we can go and we'll figure something else out to do. So I'll be right back. And I'm back. It is actually the next day, and me pausing what I have on the Xbox since this was kind of tedious menial. Says you can see I've expanded it. It was only 3, but I'm a long ways down. If I come back this way, I am all the way down at bedrock. That one. So I just finished expanding each side by 1 or so. So that's 5 on each side plus the in-between. Now what I'm gonna do is what I think I may do the stone bricks and brick up the walls. So in other words, I'll have to go another way. And sorry, it's really early. It is actually 6 o'clock right now. I'm trying to be quiet, but yeah, that was what my plan is. This is where I had been digging. This was all cleared out before. So can I go again and come back with you once I have a little bit more done, and we'll see what we can do. And we're back. It has been a couple days, and a lot of work has been done, and I'm inside my home. But yeah, the hole is finished. We're just waiting for stuff to grow. I'm just gonna get down here. As you can see, I had to leave a little bit of water so I could just jump down. I'm having vines grow. I'm gonna have them grow all the way down, and then I'm gonna put every now and then some some rooms off the side, so I'll make platforms that you can get off of in here within enderball reach, so you can enderball in between each one. I'm contemplating putting a storage room in between here and here, or in between this, but I'm not sure yet. The one thing I haven't really liked the entire time that I've really been building here is exactly how close this mountain range is to the side. So this mountain range may actually get trimmed back tentatively, but that's going to be a huge undertaking. But it's all stone bricked all the way down, as you can see. There's lava over there, obviously. A random block of bedrock that's above the water. So I had to safety that. But I got all these rooms just off the four corners. It's similar to what I'd be doing up there. One of these, I don't remember which, has my zombie spawner, which now that I have a big old hole, let's see, it should be, which side? I can't remember which side's the main side. Let's see. This one is. So it should be that one that has the zombie spawner on it, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of go up to it and take a look. Yeah, it should be that one. So there'll be a platform probably at this level at least. But as you can see, this is what I got going, so I have to do a lot of AFK sitting around. Just it's gonna take days for all of the vines to grow down to level. I can't have any torches on them because or on the wall, because it'll mess it up. But I mean, in some areas I should be able to knock off a vine after it goes past it, and it should be fine. I put this ring around it. It's kind of what I did here. I made like a little platform walk area, and what I got going on over there, I may have one over here and over here. This one would obviously be a walk path over to that area, and a walkway up somehow. And similar here. But what I've actually thought about doing is making a pathway that'll connect, that goes up around this way, so it all meets in the middle, and make like little pads at each level, and then I can do whatever. But that's a little ways in the way making. I'm gonna open this up so it's a 4 wide path all the way through the mountain. But that's what I got going. That's the final product of this. With all the recordings, you should have seen there. I believe there was 2 previous updates. One where I was just starting the hole, one where I was down at the bottom, and now obviously the hole's enlarged. I'm not going to enlarge it anymore because I took all the time to stone brick it. But anyway, there's the update on that. I wonder. So I'm on with Decius and Ja. Oh, I'm also watching this. I'm recording this on Sunday the 3rd, and the Super Bowl is on. So I'm kind of have that muted in the background just so I can watch it as well. So if I break up a little bit, you'll know exactly why. I'm rooting for the Ravens, and it's actually be a really good game right now. I know many people don't. I kind of want to see Ray Lewis finish with another ring. But that's what I got going on the background. But for right now, what I think I'm going to go do, since my sword's almost dead. Whoa, whoa! I thought I was in that thing. I'm going to go take a trip to the end because Decius and Skydron, we're going to be working on an end farm for us. Everybody's been kind of kicking in. Errant and Ja have both contributed quite a bit to it already. I put in a lot of smooth stone, redstone, some wood for sticks, and 2 stacks of blaze rods in case they need to cook stuff. I figure blaze rods cook 12 instead of just 8. It'd be a whole lot easier. We also have Great implemented the scoreboards. He put them on. He initially had them on the side of the screen. The side of the screen, that may work easier. But I believe that would have gotten annoying. I just to see that every single time. Whereas when it's on the list of people online, you can see it only when you really want to. Makes it makes it a whole bunch easier. Also, I'm trying out a new skin. I'm a huge anime fan. I watch a lot of One Piece and Naruto are my main two that I have been watching and keeping up to date on. So, I have Whitebeard from One Piece. I just liked his character probably the most in the entire series so far. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop my stuff in a chest once I get up here, and run out to the end and see what they got cooking on. And I will be back once I get there. Alright, I'm back. So this is one of the strongholds. Once I can get more ender balls, I'm actually planning on seeing if I can find some of the other ones on the server. I think there should be more. This is something I have been noticing. You can actually move really fast upstairs now. So I may actually implement that in the hole instead of my really winding staircase, so I can go up quick. But we shall see on that. See, I don't have anything really. My almost dead fortune pick. Oh man. Excuse me. It's only 6 p.m. and I'm already. Ooh, that's cool. I have not been to the end since we fought the dragon, as you saw in a couple episodes previous. They have put some work in there. I think Jaw did that actually. I think I'm betting will take us back to. Oh. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. There goes Decius. I'm betting, yep, takes us right back to getting home. Everybody's been kind of putting off working on the, where are you? I don't want to look at him. I don't want to die. Everybody's been kind of putting this off because nobody really wants to work on this, and Skidron and Decius have both volunteered to do it. I honestly... they can spawn down here. Oh. The reason I brought my sword is so I could get some ender pearls. I also have nothing on just so I can jump off, but now that I don't have to do that, let's go look out here. I think this is where the pad is going to be. Smooth stone. Oh, this isn't far enough out. It's still going to affect it. We'll have to suggest we move that out farther. Just the fact of being able to see it still just shows that just tells you gotta move out farther. Let's see if she corrects me. She always corrects me when I write just gone. No, she didn't. This is cool. One of the things that I thought would be cool to do with the end here is to just water the entire island, and then make the ender form like just on the platform itself. Baltimore just scored again. Oh, you don't look happy. But I think that would require so much work. Oof. Alright, well, let's try to find a safe spot that I can hit at things with. Do I have any block? I think I got some blocks in an ender chest. This is still not exactly easiest to get ender balls until we can get the farm up. Alright, what do we got? Looks like I'm gonna have to use some quartz. We'll use some quartz and some nether ore. Quartz. Glowstone and quartz. So we're taking the nether into the end. Alright, where are we going to do this? To get some food. Yeah, I'm very original. This is gonna look funny for anybody that comes to the end here. Alright. Hey, look, we got our first customer. Oh, that's right. Oh, well, doesn't look like I'm going to be doing this. Temp fire aspect is not going to let me. I'm looking at you. Alright, come get me. Come on. I think I'm going to be able to get any of them. Once they're on fire, they freak out. Oh well. But either way, I am going to call this an episode and finally try to get this one out. But at the time of recording of this, I still have to render one of what the heck? Am I seeing things on my screen, or but this right here? What the heck? I don't know. You see all of our little shelters when we were fighting the dragon. Everything's still there. Anyway, until next time, take it easy. Mine.